All right, we're gonna throw down the Carbonex here at this place. It's an apartment complex. It's like 4 buildings stacked up. But I got white clover out here. I sprayed this once already in the early spring, late winter or whatever. But this is the first year that the guy who's been mowing it, who I do all the spraying for, has had it, and they really want to improve the grass, and it's not really in their budget to spray RGS and try to go all that route. So I'm going to put the Carbonex on it to get my humic and kelp component, and plus there's a lot of sidewalks and all that kind of stuff, so I don't have to worry about spraying humic acid around the sidewalks and white fences and all that and getting it all over everything. So simple solution, throw the Carbonex down. And I'm going to spray this clover with triplet. I got a full rate of triplet in the old permagreen there. All right, hey, it'll work. Like they got these courtyards, but the grass is just thin as heck. But you see that Carbonex laying in there. Another little courtyard over there, and there's another setup on the back side and an office and playground and stuff. But I think we're gonna win this battle. We're getting it a little more under control and using the fertilizer with the humic and kelp already in it. That should really help this grow in and take off. Like right here is an example. There's some of that clover out there. Sometimes clover can bounce back. I sprayed this with glyphosate and prodiamine when it was dormant in 2,4-D, and it had some clover in it. Then it went away and it's bounced right back. Sometimes that can be a sign of nitrogen deficiency. Well, it's definitely not well fed out here, but it is now. Laid the Carbonex to it. All right, this place is going to be an ongoing challenge for sure, but the humic and kelp and the Carbonex and the biochar should help improve this poor soil structure around here. So, you know, hopefully we'll get it right eventually. But lots of clover popping up in it, and I hope that I got it today with the triplet. But I'm more eager to see what happens when this grass grows in here. I'm being a room for clover. Get out. All right, we're out and about mowing and treating and mowing today. The fescue behind us is past its fertilizer time. It's what is this? Is it May yet? Yes, it is May. It's May 18th. It's been May for a while. Over here next door is a little different story. This is Bermuda that was overseeded with rye. I don't know if you can even see. It's crappy. There's nothing to look at. Oh, watch out for the curveball. I have sprayed it, had ryegrass on it, and I sprayed his ryegrass out 2 weeks ago, and it looks like we're more or less, I'm sorry, I'm looking and walking, more or less effective on that. Most of the ryegrass is gone. I got a few sprigs here and there, but I'm going to start laying the Carbonex to this. It's real thin, and it's got a big trench dug through the middle of it where they fixed the plumbing. He's supposed to come back and smooth that out, but I want all the time I can to get the grass growing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and whatever he messes up when he finally does that, we'll just worry about that then. But here's just another thin, poor yard we're gonna try to fix with the Carbonex. I'm gonna go out with about 2 pounds per 1,000 of the actual product here, give or take a little, probably every few weeks, every few weeks, just to dose it up and get it rolling. All right, check this out. This is some of the early run Carbonex I got from a buddy of mine, Chip, who got this in the first pro order. This is not the same as what I have now. The biochar in it, I don't know if you can, this looks almost like crushed Oreo cookies or something. The biochar in it is dust. And it's not coming out of the spreader very well either. I'll add that. So yeah, I probably would have been disappointed if that's what I'd have got first round too. I'm understanding where the gripes are coming from, because the product I have was so much better than this. I really didn't see the flaws, but the biochar is almost just like chicken dust in there, you know, in this particular bag. I got 3 bags from him. I'll open some of the other ones up and try them out. But I'm spreading them on this yard here, and I'm going to go over and talk a little bit about some of the stuff I'm doing to it. This right here is the Carbonex that I'm getting now. And you can see that well, get it on that, right? That prill I'm squishing on it, it's holding integrity, it's hard, it's very separated, and it's a way drier product. I can almost feel moisture in this stuff right here that is off of that first run. I think this guy got it late in the winter, but that's just dust right there. And let me see, let me get one out. I can't even pick one up, it falls apart. And you can, I wonder if the paper towel will get, but I mean, you see the dust on the paper towel when you move it, and this right here, I mean, it's just dry, complete pieces. I mean, there's some dust in it, but nothing like that. And I can mash on that and not crush it. And this, I can't even pick it up without it falling apart. So what they're making now is definitely different than what they were making earlier. And I was ready to get this out of my spreader, man. I had to make several passes with it wide open to get it to all come out. And that right there is like fertilizer. That's hard and it's dry and it comes out. That right there was pretty disappointing. Something else I learned about the nitrogen in it is I didn't know. I mean, I knew it had ammonium sulfate and urea in it, but this is a special homogenized, blended in one prill ammonium sulfate and urea. I mean, because I couldn't tell which was ammonium sulfate and which was urea, and then, you know, the typical fertilizers I buy, I can see what's what. But, you know, after you know what it is, it's actually pretty cool versus just thinking there's some Rice Krispies or Cocoa Pops or whatever rolling around in a fertilizer. But that's pretty unique. That's neat. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I sprayed him a few weeks ago with MSM and Celsius, a low rate of Celsius, to knock the ryegrass out and some of this other stuff. I'm eliminating a lot of my yards that I just mow, and any yards that I'm mowing I want to be spraying too. So I talked with these people. They were on the chopping block, but they wanted me to start trying to fix up this yard a little better too. But we got the plumbing accident, and the guy has already been paid to fix that, so I'm not going to do anything to that till he fixes it. But I gotta go ahead and try to get this grass starting to spread, so I'm working on that. All right, but what I'm doing is I'm going to put down the Carbonex, and today I'm going to follow up. I'm going to spray this again with Monument and wipe some of this stuff out. The Celsius and MSM did pretty decent on a lot of this stuff. There's just it's a lot of junk in it and just some small patches of Bermuda grass. We're going to try to grow them boys out. Let me show you what we're working with here. Okay, nothing special here. There's a little Bermuda in it there, and you can see some of this stuff that we've crispied up, but I just sprayed this with Monument, and I'm spreading a little Carbonex on it, and I just wanted to run out a little more Carbonex after I got through spraying it. But there's a little patch, no irrigation here. We're gonna see what we can do with this, but the Carbonex with the humic and the kelp and the chicken litter, all that stuff, it should go a long way toward this. We'll see. I'll follow up and come back and see what we've done. All right. Okay, both of these yards are right next door to each other. I had to mow this one. I did the fungicide application on this earlier in the week, and tomorrow I'm gonna try, I've got one more fungicide application to do. I've got most of them done this week. I got 3 to do, but tomorrow I'm gonna do one. I got 3 more to do, and tomorrow I'm gonna do one at my favorite place for video, and I'll try to put up a fungicide video again. The irrigation is broke here, which sucks. I had to order a new control panel, so there's been no irrigation on this. It's hanging on. We got to get some water on this pretty soon. It's going to be hot next week. I got a lot of mowing to do. I'm mowing this right now, but just the purpose of this video today, I'm trying to show you some things I'm learning in some different applications. I'm using the Carbon Earth stuff in today, and just a little bit too about the things I'm doing today. But I'll get some help on this one. My good friend Chris Elms from Appalachian Turf is going to show you another use that he's putting the Carbon Earth 8182 to. So watch Chris Elms.
Hey Paul, I'm at Eden Brothers Seed in Arden, North Carolina. This is a large wildflower seed distributor. Ships all over the world, and I'm seeding some wildflowers today for them using, check that out, 818 Carbon Earth. These little wildflowers almost look like those little worms you find that roll up and die, little roly-polies. I got them with the Carbon Earth 818 is my carrier. It's right at 58,000 square feet. And I've decided instead of sand, I am going to use the 818 Carbon Earth with the ammonium sulfate, chicken manure, hardwood biochar, potassium chloride, sulfate of iron, and humic acid with kelp. I've been mixing it together, and I don't know what my parts are. I just kind of eyeball it and look, but we've got a southeast mixed, and I'm gonna chest spread it over this area.
All right, Chris, thanks for that. All right, well, I got a lot more stuff to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. We saw a few things today. We saw a couple different applications for the Carbon Earth product. They used it at the apartment where I didn't want to worry about spraying humic acid on fences and sidewalks and stuff, and used it on a grow-in on a budget. And Chris showed you how he used it for his carrier for his wildflower seeds. I don't think he's going to get flowers out of those worms. I hate to tell him. But if you were the kind of person, whoever that is, that wanted to seed some centipede, you could probably mix it with that 818 product instead of sand too, and get some pretty neat results with that. Showed you the first run Carbon X versus the stuff that they're making now, and there's a pretty big improvement there in what I have in my possession anyway. So I like that. Anyway, man, just a little bit. I got more mowing to do, so I'm gonna cut it off here and get on out there and get some other stuff done. It's too hot right now to spray any weeds, so weed spraying is done for the day. I got probably 2 acres of stuff that I was planning to get to this afternoon to fertilize, and I could probably get that in, but I'll mow about 6 more yards. So y'all be thinking about me out here sweating, mowing, while y'all are in the air conditioning, drinking beer, watching YouTube. Well, I'm sorry you gotta watch this. Anyway, thank you, Chris, for helping me out with the video, and thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all that, comment, buy stuff from the PPC Total Turf store. I don't have a store, just kidding. Anyway, you guys take care.